America counts on CBS News.
Rumor had it he was now in the building. And so we are
it was 30 years of the Rebbe's Nasias. My father was involved with the media, calling the press and get the Rebbe's message out, etc. And before Farbrengen, he would try to call the local media and the television stations and the New York Times and the newspapers, etc. In this case, the local CBS channel said that they will come to the Farbrengen. There was a big Olam there, and it was hard to get in and out of the Farbrengens. But nevertheless, we got this reporter by the name of Lloyd Kramer. We got him into the Farbrengen.
The Lubavitch community, where anniversaries like these are extremely important. So much so that last night's 30th, in New York at least, was
the next day, we recorded a clip. My father mentions to the Rebbe, and if the Rebbe wants, that the Rebbe can view it.
You had to be there. And fortunately, Lloyd Kramer was.
Thank you, Jim. Family.
To our surprise, the Rebbe said yes, that he would like to see it. So we walked into the Rebbe's room with the monitor and the recorder.
For hours he spoke in Yiddish. They listened, and they listened, and they listened. At least one person.
As soon as it finished, I went into the mosquito's office. My father comes in and he says, "Rebbe wants you to come back into his room." Rebbe asked, "Hast du mitgetanzt b'shas Meise?" So I went something like with my head and shoulders, yes or no, halfway, and then the Rebbe said, "Stammen ist sicher befreien der Zeit auf Tonnen die Unionen, und b'shas was Tonnen die Unionen soll sie sein mittanzen, und nicht nur mittanzen auf je zu sein, nur mittanzen mit einem Emes." From there, we turned out that we had a new job as far as a new tafkid to be involved with these things.
Was chazichere Sache, jeder Sache, was wird nischadisch beilom, nisgale beilom. Weil sich ein kol chodesh tachas hashemish, nur veden, es me wart auf den Zman, wenn das wird nisgale, der hakel osa yofa beite, is das a sichere Sache, alle chele reish, is das zu lieb die Unionen tevim shebazeh.
How can we get the Rebbe's Hafatzas on Mayonis Chutz? How do you get the Rebbe's message out? I figure the best way you can do it is get it, the Mayan itself, just bring it out to the masses. I'm thinking, there's cable television, there's a satellite. So from the roof of 770, we were able to see the Empire State Building. So we were able to arrange to get access to a window up in the Empire State Building. And then we were able to give them a cable feed, and that cable feed would be able to go out to the uplink in New Jersey.
So they put this huge dish up on the roof of 770, I think 12 foot in diameter or something. And then this truck would pull up, a semi-trailer, full of equipment, and became the office, the control center.
This is Eyewitness News with the Eyewitness News team.
Satellite communication is now used widely, even to broadcast religious services like the one Peter Bannon attended tonight in Brooklyn.
The Rebbe spoke in Yiddish, and they needed somebody to translate for the satellite. So it ended up being my job.
Teichen of the Sikhs were very different than the Farbrengens that were in broadcast. The Rebbe usually took the opportunity to talk to the masses. If it was about a moment of silence or if it was about the Shavim Mitzvahs, but the Rebbe would always dedicate a certain amount of time of the Farbrengen to talk to this audience.
To master the earthiness and the worldliness and turn this into a country that is consistent with the motto engraved on its currency, and that is that we not only believe in God, but actually trust in God. We rely on God completely to run the country properly by conducting ourselves in accordance with the 7 Noahide commandments and all the branches.
We would broadcast every big game in the Paga, which basically 6 times a year. The Rebbe always wanted to do. And then usually before the Farbrengen, when we wrote in about the Farbrengen, that we were broadcasting on Sfer Bracha, that would send it out every single time. Have a pale mamish with a question mark. So one of the things that we did was we decided we'd put in telephones. We took a big room upstairs and 784 next door on the second floor. We made a telephone bank of 20 telephones, and then we put up the phone number across the screen. And as soon as we put up the screen, all 20 phones rang at the same time. We had stacks of papers from people that called, given names, given numbers. I felt this is a way of giving you there a detailed report, showing the people that called, seeing the comments.
Beschaßen ist galle geworden eine Möglichkeit. Aber der erste Show, die kommen sich verbinden von einem Ort, bis in Merchake Tevel, bis a viele in a Pino Nidachas, a viele Echit in a Pino Nidachas in Ruchnisoi, was mit Zad der Ruh, was herzt sich zu, meise Sibasche Tie, in der Weile, und bei Hashgocha Plotis, öffnet der Ruf, den Machschil, durch welchen der Härte, wegen der Linie von a Sefer Teiro.
Joe Papp, the Broadway producer, became very niskarv to the Rebbe through this.
Tuning in one night, late at night, to a cable station, and I came upon, it looked like 2,000 men wearing hats, black hats, and boys, and singing their hearts out, and beautifully singing. Then this extraordinary man with his beard comes on, is speaking in Yiddish, and I listened to him, beautifully translated, for 4 hours. I was very much taken by it, and the spiritual exuberance of it was very, very moving, and sort of put me very much back into touch with my roots. I was raised as an Orthodox Jew, but I had not had this kind of an experience.
It will be a good beginning for all good things.
Beautiful beginning. You learned a marvelous lesson by your speech today.
I hope you materialize your lesson in action.
Put it in action. I only believe in action. Thank you.
When we started, I didn't understand the scope of what we were starting, how important it would be to have the videos. But I do believe, when the Rebbe turned to the camera people, that the Rebbe was referring to not just the camera people, and not just us that were in the control room, but the future generations that would be watching it.
Forget for a moment about you professional Seelachai, it's all around.